Hey everybody, it's Alex from Heavy New York. We are at Irving Plaza in probably the worst possible location ever, but a busy, sold-out ministry show, that's what happens. But we are here with Ethan of Alien Weaponry. Thank you so much for your time, Ethan.
Man, my pleasure, bro.
Yeah, you guys just played an awesome set. Congratulations on all the success.
Thank you, man. I had lots of fun.
Yep, I had to pick myself up one of these.
Oh, sweet.
To your latest record, which I believe means for Stand Your Ground, right?
Yeah, well, tu is kind of the Māori word for, well, etu is like rise. But tu is actually Tūmatoenga, but kind of abbreviated. So Tūmatoenga is the kind of the Māori deity of war.
Okay.
Yeah.
What I've noticed with your music is that you incorporate a lot of what from your native New Zealand culture, Māori culture, right?
Yeah.
And I've noticed that in the music. Was this like an idea of what Alien Weaponry was about? Did you want to start a metal band and then bring in Māori music, or?
Well, when we first started off, I mean, Henry and Lewis started the band when they were 8 and 10, and I joined when I was 10 years old, 2 years after, and we first started off just writing plain metal songs, all in English, and it was kind of I wouldn't say an accident that we started writing in Te Reo Māori, but it's pretty much because we had some mates who were entering a competition that we wanted to enter. And the competition was that you had to kind of incorporate your own culture through the language or instruments or dance or whatever, be it Māori, Samoan or Tongan or whatever it is. So, we kind of thought, well, why not keep it metal and write in Te Reo Māori, because we know all these really cool stories that Henry and Lewis's dad has actually told us. So we did it, and we weren't really expecting that much, and the response was insane, and it has been ever since. So we just kept doing it.
I compared your record a lot to what like Sepultura did with their Brazilian culture, like with the Roots record having their Brazilian tribal elements. That's something that I saw in your music. Now, I know that you have like a lot of concepts behind your songs. Like I know that you have one particular song that's about the Boyd massacre, right?
Yes.
And so do you like think of these concepts and then write your music according to that, or do you have to like throw a couple riffs down before like the lyrics and the concept comes?
I mean, when we're writing our songs, usually we'll write the music first. However the song feels to us. We write lyrics, to kind of match the vibe of the song. I mean, it changes all the time, but that's the most common way. And I mean, we write songs about Māori history and, even quite recent things like the Foreshore and Seabed Act, which was like 2005, I think. So, not only that, but we also write songs that, are more personal, like Holding My Breath is a song about... it's a song that Lewis wrote about his social anxiety and darkness and depression and things like that. So yeah.
Now I find it interesting, like with having the Māori culture in your music and like having these history lessons. Are you trying to inform a listener about your culture? Is that kind of the goal with Alien Weaponry?
Man, that's part of it. I mean, that's a big part of it, of course. I mean, we're trying to share some of these cool stories because a lot of them are deemed shameful. Especially in New Zealand, to kind of think about with kind of some dodgy stuff happened, so people like to ignore them or whatever. So we're just trying to get it out there, trying to get people to notice it, using music as this vehicle for some people to learn some stuff, and forgive and move on. And not only that, but trying to inspire other people to look into their own history and their own past. And because especially in New Zealand, we see that a lot of youth kind of decide to neglect their past. They don't really think it's cool, and a lot of Māori youth in New Zealand adopt the Afro-American culture, which is it's cool culture and whatnot, but Māori is a cool culture too, and a lot of people just decide not to go with that.
That's a very interesting concept. I don't think that concept has really been addressed in metal before.
Yeah.
Now, for somebody who's, not from New Zealand and, not from that culture, I mean, if somebody were to maybe interpret your music differently, is that okay too? Can your music be open to interpretation?
Of course, man. It'll be great. We've heard of people, starting up Māori metal bands, and it's like, some people are like, oh, are you okay with that? And we're like, man, that's fantastic. It's great to be an inspiration to other people, and, it's not like we make any of our stuff copyright or whatever. We don't we don't want to be the only people out there trying to get Māori out to the world. We're trying to get everybody, passionate about it and, passionate about their own stuff as well.
Awesome. Now, coming from New Zealand, I mean, I interviewed a lot of bands from Australia, which, different country, but Oceania.
Yeah.
And I interviewed Thy Art Is Murder and King Parrot, Neil Liviscaris, which are not as heavy as that background noise right there. But, coming from New Zealand, is there like a metal scene out there that you guys kind of cut your teeth in?
I mean, what metal scene we do have in New Zealand is fantastic, really loyal metalheads and stuff, but as far as New Zealand is like not a huge country in the first place, so there's not that many metalheads to begin with. I mean, when we played at Wacken in Germany, there was more metalheads there than there were in New Zealand probably. So we can still have a lot of fun in New Zealand, pull a decent crowd, but the metal community is really close knit. I mean, everybody knows everybody, and all the bands have probably played with each other already. So yeah, it's cool. It's lots of fun, but it's different from anywhere else in the world.
Yeah. And the final question I have for you is, first, you guys are the 5th band I interviewed on their first North American tour.
Yeah,
do you think that this could be influential to you guys, in the future with writing music? First, how do you like touring America so far?
Oh man, honestly, the expectations that we had coming over here have all been completely demolished. It's like the crowds that we've been playing in front of and all the people that actually know who we were has been incredible. I mean, we never expected to see people singing along to our lyrics while we're playing, especially our Māori stuff. So it's actually been really fantastic. I mean, we definitely want to come back ASAP, basically. So yeah, we'll come back, have heaps of fun, hopefully do some headline tours, maybe some festivals. So yeah, we're thinking about it, and so far we're liking America a lot.
Awesome. Well, you pretty much just answered the next question I was going to ask, if there was anything you'd like to promote.
Yeah.
You just hit the nail on the head. But Ethan, I want to thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much, man.
Congrats on all the success, and thank you for coming to the U.S.
My pleasure, man.
Yep.
Thank you.
Everybody, Ethan of Alien Weaponry, pick up 2 if you haven't already, out on Napalm Records. This is Alex from Heavy New York. We'll see you next time.